Hello, I'm Tom Johnston. I researched an article from CNET Roadshow concerning the 2021 Ford Bronco. Here is the article, and there is a beautiful Ford Bronco. Yes, so I do a lot of my research on my iPad, but I've been researching the Ford Bronco for a couple of years now. I actually have a model on order. Stayed up till 2 o'clock in the morning back in October to put my $100 down, and I ordered a four-door Outer Banks version, which is not quite the top model. It's a couple down from that, not the bottom model either, but right there in the middle, electric blue, should be very, very nice. And I went with the smoother tires. I will use this vehicle for both work and personal, and so I don't want to have great big knobby tires. My primary reason for owning this type of a vehicle isn't for the off-roading capabilities. It's more for the winter times when things get a little bit treacherous around the roads of Iowa. We get a lot of snow, and Jeeps do a phenomenal job on that, and I'm assuming that this Ford Bronco will do the same. According to the CNET article, it compares very favorably when it comes to its four-wheel drive and off-roading capability. Another feature that the article talks about that I think is very cool is on weekends on our Jeep, we like to take the doors off and go tooling around and stuff. And it's kind of a pain. They're very heavy, they're very awkward and bulky, and you have to be very careful so you don't scratch or chip the paint when you remove them and place them off to the side. So in this article, it talks about how the new Bronco actually has grab handles inside of the door so that when you remove the doors, it's very, very easy to hold on to that, and it's a little smaller than the Jeep door, so it's an advantage to Bronco in that regard. One of the disadvantages it talks about for the Bronco versus the Jeep is the windshield. The windshield on the Jeep can come all the way down. Now, I've had three Jeeps, a 2001, a 2012, and now I have a 2015 Wrangler, Rubicon two-door, and I've never taken the windshield down. I don't want to get bugs in my teeth, so I leave the windshield up. So that's not something that would be a detriment to me that the Bronco doesn't do that, because I don't want to do that. When you look at the loyalty of the Ford and the Bronco, there are a ton of Broncos still out there. They haven't made one for over 25 years. This particular version, according to the article, is based off of the 63 to 77 version. That is a huge influence on me because one of my best friends in high school, he had a red 1977 Ford Bronco with a white hardtop. And we just had a lot of fun and a lot of adventures with that, and I can't wait to get mine and call him up and see if we can't do a little bit of tooling around in that thing. So bring back some really good memories for us. So I talked about the quality. So Ford, one of their models for their company is quality is job one. I've experienced quite a bit of good quality over the last 20 plus years with my Fords. I will admit that my 2012 Jeep, I had significant issues. In fact, to the point where Chrysler actually bought back my vehicle after 7 times of having the motor torn apart and gave me a significant discount to get a new version. They had a mismatch between the engine and this was a stick shift model. When you put it into second gear, it caused some problems with the overhead valves, and they were not able to fix it. It was a known issue with that particular version. If you got that engine, which was the 3.6 liter, and you got that 5-speed manual transmission, you could have issues. And so that's a quality issue that I didn't want to deal with anymore. And they were kind enough to help me out and get me into a 2015 Jeep that we couldn't be more happy with. But I'm more of a Ford guy, been doing this research, very happy with what I'm hearing. And this sort of affirms that I've made the right choice on this. And you don't get a lot from the dealerships in conversations about the vehicle. Since the vehicle's not on the lot yet, it's a brand new design, hasn't really reached a lot. I am trusting the reviews that I'm able to find online from articles like the CNET Roadshow and some of the other folks that are out there like Car and Driver, those types of folks that review vehicles, and they've been able to do some test driving, they've been able to do some off-roading, those sorts of things, and provide us some insight. As far as the review of the product, I have been doing research on the Ford Ranger because have the same body style. They have some similar componentry, and they're both going to be made in Warren, Michigan at the same assembly plant. So it'll be a made American product. That's good information. The article talks about how the Jeep Wrangler is really the model that they're going after with this particular product, and customer loyalty, and how Jeep has a loyal following, and it really does. When we go down the road and we see another Jeep, everybody puts the two fingers up to signify, hey, I saw another Jeep. I'm wondering what will happen with the Ford Bronco when this comes about. It should be rather interesting. So that's kind of the article that I read. We talked about the quality. We talked about the loyalty of the Ford base and the Bronco people, there's also some loyalty for some other brands. But I do see a lot of folks that are very, very interested in the Ford Bronco. A lot of my friends are aware that I've got this thing on order, and they can't wait for me to get it in so they can take a look at it. So this article again was something to affirm that I was making the right choice, help me through some of the intricacies of, I don't know exactly what I'm getting. There's still a lot of unknowns. A lot of the engineering designs were kept extremely secret. We did not know what colors or models would be available until it actually launched back in October. And when it launched, you had that opportunity overnight, put your $100 down and get your vehicle on order. And over 160,000 people participated in that. So that's quite a bit of demand for a company. They did a great marketing job on this. They had a tarp over a very one of the final designs, and so you could see the outline or the shadow of what it looked like. But they kept teasing that eventually that it would come out. And unfortunately, last year we had the COVID, and so they didn't do the launch the way they wanted to do it in April, because that was just in the height of things. But they did get some information out there. It was hyped up very well, very good marketing that they did on their part. And I'm excited to see some of these Broncos in real life and to get behind the wheel of my own. So thank you for your participation in my video. Thank you.